Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites. Today is my Q2 planning and PowerSheets update. Once a quarter, I try to come on here and give you guys an update on how my planning is going, because I know there are quite a few of you on YouTube that don't follow me on Instagram. I do give daily updates. I don't know, daily, no. But I check in weekly, at least on Instagram. You guys get to see my ERIN CONDREN planner weekly and like what I'm planning in for my daily. So if you are on Instagram but you haven't found me, come find me at Amanda's Favorites. That's where I can really get to know you guys, and I am on there daily. If you're not on Instagram, I get questions a lot, on what am I planning in right now. I decided to do this update, and then you can go back and see my past updates and see how I planned, last year. So once a quarter, I will be on here. I'm a little bit late for my Q2. I'm filming this. It's mid-July. Today is July 17th that I'm filming this. And of course, Q2 ended at the end of June. So I'm a little bit late on getting my Q2 out this time, but that's because we went on a vacation in June and pretty much a lot of things were thrown off from that. I'm planning to get back on track, and at the end I will also give you a PowerSheets update because I get that question quite a bit. PowerSheets are a intentional goal planning system. It is not another planner as in like a agenda for a week or a day. It's a goal planning system for the year. And down below, I will have linked a video to my complete PowerSheets walkthrough. If you want to walk through PowerSheets, I will link that down below, as well as the Cultivate What Matters site. All the sites will be linked from the planners that I use. And Cultivate What Matters is the company that makes PowerSheets. Let's jump in. For weekly, I'm still in my ERIN CONDREN weekly, and I will show you that. I just moved into my new academic year that started in July 1st. 12-month ERIN CONDREN. For daily, you guys know most of the time I'm in my simplified daily, and I try out lots of other different daily systems, but I always come back to my simplified daily. This is my almost, once I start this new academic year, will be my 5th year in the simplified, and the new academic year starts August 1st. It'll be my 5th year using simplified daily, but I do try out different daily planners and systems quite often. Then I always end up back in simplified, you guys. Right now, I am in an ERIN CONDREN just SOFTBOUND notebook, which I have a video review on these, and I will link that down below also. Why I moved to this, let's jump into my daily before my weekly, since I'm already talking about this. Why I moved to this versus my simplified. I try not to pre-plan too much in simplified in here. It's not really for pre-planning. It is really for my daily to-do lists is what I use it for. And you can see, if you follow me on Instagram, you already know this. It gets quite messy, and it is just my daily list and daily notes as my day goes on. I don't always fill out my monthly in here because it is not what I do my pre-planning in. If I fill out my monthly in here, it's just kind of like extra. I can flip to it when I just have my daily planner next to me and not my ERIN CONDREN, but this is not my main monthly to keep filled out. So not every month gets filled out. I do use her simplified little dots to mark appointments. So it stands out to me what appointments we have that month. And I usually just use one color of dot for whatever color the month is written in. And then I do use dots on my daily pages often. Let's find some. I don't always. Sometimes I highlight appointments. Sometimes I use dots. I don't know why those are there. I don't know. But I do use dots to mark appointments or someplace we have to be on my daily section too. It just helps it stand out. And I just usually use the color for the day. Each one of the simplified days is a different color. I have a full walkthrough of simplified daily and simplified weekly planner with pen testing and a complete walkthrough. And so if you're interested, I will link that video down below also in the description. But the reason why I took a break from my simplified daily and went into my ERIN CONDREN SOFTBOUND was it's just a really intensely busy time this summer. I try to get a lot done during the summer because I homeschool. So the summer is the time when I have the most free time, actually. And I know that's the opposite of a lot of stay-at-home moms, but for a homeschool mom, for me at least, that's the time I have the most time. It's the time when I really chart out what we need to get done. Right now, this year, in my PowerSheets, you'll see we're focusing on a whole house clean out, and a lot of the bigger things are getting done this summer just simply because we have the time. We're also kind of like doing some backyard makeover yard work, like getting rid of a basketball hoop, getting rid of a deck box, getting up all the paver stones, replanting grass there. I mean, just all kinds of things like that. besides our vacation time, which took a huge chunk of time out. All that kind of stuff is happening this summer. I also have going on, we had a huge hailstorm back in March this year. So we got some insurance money for a lot of new stuff, to get our fence restained and some new gutters, painting the trim by the garage door, and a new roof, even though we just got a new roof from hail 2 years ago. Yeah, we've had some bad hail here lately. Huge, big, bad. So I am hoping for no more huge hailstorms that make us get a new roof anytime soon. 2 years later is too soon for a new roof. I like to be thorough. I don't like to just go with one company that says they do it all. I like to look at reviews and get some quotes from different companies. That has taken a lot of my time because all that work has to be scheduled and done by September 20th, or you don't get to collect all your insurance depreciation money. So the rest of the money that you could collect for getting that work done. So I have been scrambling to try to schedule all that. It's just been a busy summer. But basically, when I get like that, it's helpful for me to have a 2-page spread like this for my weekly list. Let's see if I have one that's a little bit neater. Here's another one. On my 2-page spread for my weekly list, what I have is kind of like my to-dos. Sometimes I order them by priority, like saying priority, maybes. Sometimes I don't. Then I have like an Amazon list going. I have like a list of what I need to do for my channel that week, as in filming and editing. Then I usually make a list, if I'm in a notebook like this, of just our week. So appointments that week. So I can just have a quick glance at our week and see like what appointments on what days. Then I can look at my big to-do list for the week. I can look at things I need to check on or waiting on is kind of what I've named it before. And then my Amazon list, I just threw in a happy planner sticker to make it more fun. So some weeks it says waiting on, things you've made the first move on, all the companies that I'm calling to like get estimates from. So this book is really helpful because I can just list everything in it. And then I take a page per day. So here's it this week. I like when I make my tick boxes with my mild liner highlighters, but I don't always take the time to even pull the highlighter out. But this was another week. During the week, you can see I use a page per day. It pretty much just gets filled up. I try to do my top 3 tasks at the top of the day. Actually, no, I try to put my appointments with like a dot at the top of the day. So if we have any appointments, I leave a section up here for that. And then the rest of the day is just my tasks. And I try to save my top 3 tasks for the top 3 boxes. And then just list out the rest in no particular order. I'd have like, I want to order these things from EC. Just some notes down here. That's how it looks. So this is the day we're on right now. This is what tomorrow looks like. And I do tend to plan 1 or 2 days ahead in here because it just helps me. When I get the pages ready, it really helps me. So that's something that I miss being in this notebook. And I have thrown on a little EC pen holder back here, but they're not big enough for like the pens with the grippies. Your pen will not go through and pull in and out easily. I just use it as in kind of putting it like that. This book also holds, if you have this type of clip, these Pilot G2s, the SOFTBOUND notebooks hold them really well on the top. So that works. It was just when I wasn't using this pen, I needed this on here for some other pens that don't go on and off here easily that have a metal clip. So having my weekly list in my planner versus like on a notepad on my desk, which is what I usually do when I'm in my Simplified, I will have like my weekly list on a notepad on my desk. This has helped me. Also, it's helped me because we don't usually have a lot of appointments. If I look right here, I'm having to write a lot smaller for my to-dos, and I measured this out. Your to-do section is actually a tiny bit smaller than your appointment section. This is a tiny bit wider. It's not really what I typically need. Having this, a whole bunch of room for me to write out my list and, I could write a full sentence here on this page and not having to write quite so small helps me a lot. But I do miss a lot from the Simplified Planner. I miss the feel of it. I miss the look of the page. I miss the predated pages. I miss the colors in it. I truly do miss that. And the page just feels so clean and so new every day. I'm not sure why this page doesn't feel quite as clean or quite as new every day. I can't explain it, but the look of these new pages it feels good to me. Now, sometimes I do this. I will just, if we don't have any appointments that day, I will just highlight for my tick boxes, like over the times, just ignore the times. Then this is just my list for the day right here. I can just go along and check off and cross off here, and I don't have any appointments, and then see the things I need to write longer. I have room, and then my hand is not writing on the rings right here. Those are the things that I like and miss. We'll see. When this restarts on August 1, I have a feeling I will jump back into the new Simplified. And like I said, I usually use just a notepad for my weekly list, and I either leave that on my desk or sometimes I tear it off and I can just stick it in the pocket in here or just stick it in here. Here is another day, I wanted to find this, where I just made tick boxes. I had a lot to do. It was a no school day. We were off and I had a ton to do and we didn't have any appointments or anywhere to be. And so I just made my list like this and started highlighting and went like that. Just use the page like that. So you don't have to use, the page in any planner the way that the planner company tells you to. Use the page how it works for you. Here's another day where my tick off boxes went here. Like I said, I miss this planner when I'm not in it. The one thing I really wish it had was 1 page of notes before every week so I could make my weekly list in here. I also wish it had a full day for Saturday and Sunday. And I wish it didn't have weekly prep because that takes up a huge part of my Sunday. So I would prefer the weekly prep to be gone and a page for Saturday and Sunday. Now in her Dapper Desk bound book, which is calendar year only, there is a page for Saturday and Sunday and you don't have colors. I have a full review on Dapper Desk on my channel, and comparing it to this book, I will link that video down below also. I have kind of tried to use Dapper Desk off and on. It's just such a thick bound book for me, and I don't love it being so thick and laid out to 2 pages at once. I do love how there's a full page for Saturday and Sunday though, and there is no weekly prep in that book. I have actually taken out some pages out of this book. I showed this on Instagram. I switched to academic and only use half of it, and then I switched to calendar year and only use half of it, and I use the back section for notes, and then I use that month as like my index. So recipes, I know to go to September 5th. Coupon codes, book, store products, YouTube, just ingredients. I can look here and find the notes that I've taken. And that is the reason why I use only half a book at a time. And I'm lucky I can do that because I have referral credits from you guys. So thank you. So this book, I also, like I said, took out a few pages from the back. I didn't need that many note pages. And I wanted to feel how it felt if I made it a little bit less thick and bulky. And I actually like it. Took out January and February. That's it. 2 months. And it made it just feel less heavy and just less bulky. That was a long thing on my daily planners. Now let's look at my weekly ERIN CONDREN, and then we will go into PowerSheets. I promise we will not be spending as long in here. This is my brand new ERIN CONDREN that starts in July. I finished my other one full year in my ERIN CONDREN. This is my old one, 1 full year in this baby. It is filled up and used to the max. And I was very excited though to switch to the kaleidoscope design this year. I'm loving the new kaleidoscope design. Let's look at it. I have full videos though on all of ERIN CONDREN's layouts, vertical, hourly, horizontal, colorful versus neutral, her new binder system. I have a video showing all those new planners. I will link that down below also in the description. For my ERIN CONDREN planners, I have figured out that I like to buy a separate dashboard. You can buy separate covers, but I didn't need a back cover also. So you can buy just a dashboard, which is just one cover. ERIN CONDREN's covers snap in and out if you're new to her. I bought this because I like to keep a lot of sticky notes already cut and ready up here in my planner. I cut these sticky notes. These are cut into thirds. They are 2 inch by 1.5 inch, ordered off Amazon, and cut into thirds. They fit well in my boxes for little things that I'm not sure if they're going to happen. They might move around. I put them on these stickies so I can move them around. So I like to keep those here. These are not supposed to be placed here. They were placed here when I was setting up my new planner, before I put my new dashboard in here and I needed stickies. This is supposed to stay clear of stuff. Why I want this to stay clear is so I can change out my cover whenever I want and not have to worry about taking off all my sticky notes. So eventually I'm going to try to use those up first, and then no sticky notes go on here. And I like to stick my mantra here. So that's how that is set up. This dashboard adds barely any width or any weight to my planner. Just basically adds even more stability when writing, having an extra cover in there if you're trying to write like while you're walking around. I'm not going to go through the layout of the planner. I'm just going to show you how I use it and how my planning is looking. If you want to know more about the whole layout, her paperweight, pen testing, everything about ERIN CONDREN, that video will be down below. This is her new kaleidoscope design. I lay out all the days off school right here. How I set up these little stickers are from the ERIN CONDREN monthly collection sticker book, and that is out right now, and she only comes out with that for calendar year. So she doesn't come out with that new for the launch time. There will be a new one out sometime at the end of this calendar year, since she makes a new one for every calendar year. What it is a page per day. A page per month, and it has all your holiday themed, but also just season themed. It goes with the colors in the ERIN CONDREN planner. Whether you have neutral or colorful, these stickers look great in it. They all have foiling on them. I've used some of those Christmas ones. They are beautiful. So you have one page per month, and you have your month written there in cursive. I love it. And you have like a quote up there. So this is one of my favorite sticker books. It's called the Designer Sticker Book Monthly Collection. This is edition 4. So I use those stickers here for my 12 boxes. These 12 boxes are blank, and you can use them however you choose. Since I've started in ERIN CONDREN, I have not really changed the way I've used these boxes. I put all our bills that only come like 1 to 4 times a year on here. So we have like life insurance, Audible, our AC checkups, our car insurance, our HOA dues, that type of thing. That's all on here, our Amazon Prime, so that I just know when those bills are coming up and being charged. And then I also stick when we go to our dentist appointments, so I can keep track and make sure we've gone our 2 times a year, and our well check appointments for once a year. So that's what this is. Stays looking pretty sparse for that reason, but it's easy for me to check in and see, easily have an overview, like, okay, that's the next time we should go to the dentist and we haven't made our appointment yet, that type of thing. Right now, my lined pages every month are just an extra notes page, and I haven't had to use it for July, but I like having that extra notes page there, and we'll see though if I utilize it throughout the year. But her new dashboard pages I've already talked about on Instagram, I'm absolutely in love with. These are new to her planner this year. One thing that was changed is your tab opens to the dashboard pages and doesn't open to your monthly layout. That does bother me. I really hope they change that back for next year. And that's why right now I have a mini snap-in bookmark for the month I'm on. So I can easily flip to my month, although I'm having to train my brain to not flip to July and I don't see July. I see my dashboard instead of my monthly layout. I don't really want to stick a magnet like page holder here, which ERIN CONDREN makes really thin ones, which are perfect for this, a magnet page holder bookmark. And that way my tab would flip to my month, but I could take it off when I want to look at my dashboard. I don't want to do that because I actually consult my dashboard probably even more than my monthly layout. I don't want to do that. I want to have my dashboard fully accessible. And of course, this doesn't fix the problem of I'm turning to pre-plan for all my months, and I turn to the dashboard instead of to my monthly layout. Then I have to turn one more page and go to my monthly layout. I know that seems like it should be something simple to train my brain on, but for some reason it's not, you guys. I'm using this page of my dashboard for just memories or things that happened that month. And it doesn't necessarily have to be amazing good things, because I put like when I threw my back out on July 9th, things I just want to remember for that month. Like, wow, this encompasses July. I don't think that I'll always do it in like a mind map type of thing on here, but it's just what I did for July. It just seemed like an easy way to throw it on there. How I am using this dashboard right now, which it could change and morph into something else. My big monthly goals, which are from my PowerSheets this month, cleaning out certain areas, are here. Haven't gotten to that yet. I've listed, instead of birthdays, appointments here. So that works better for me. So yeah, my appointments are here. And that's pretty much the only thing I write on my monthly layout is just our big appointments. So it's not cluttered with a whole bunch of other things. It is literally just our big appointments. And I put those on the ERIN CONDREN stickers that come in the back of your life planner. But I also like to have them listed out here. It just helps me to kind of get a feel for the month. Like, look, how many appointments do we have? In the summer, we're very heavy on doctor and dentist appointments because I try to fit them all in so our school days are less interrupted. Then I kind of just made a list of orders that I'm thinking about making, things I want to look at. I put my must-dos in this box, and I really liked that. I put errands here, and then just some extra things that I need to get done but maybe don't go in the must-do box. So that is working perfect for me right now. I am loving that. I've just, decorated with a few stickers here, all from ERIN CONDREN sticker books. I'm not a huge stickering person. I'm a very functional planner, but sometimes on holidays, you'll see me have a lot more stickers. These are all from ERIN CONDREN. Those are pretty much the only stickers I use in my ERIN CONDREN planner. I do have a whole video on how I go ahead and sticker my entire planner with mainly this book and her other sticker book, which I can't remember the name of it. Her one that comes out right when the planner comes out, her new collection. And mainly just those 2 sticker books of hers that I use to sticker my entire planner. Then I do get some holiday sticker sheets. I've gotten more sticker sheets this year. I sticker the whole planner, and that's because I plan way ahead. So look here, I already have a dentist appointment written for January. I randomly turn to it and have back to school written, and I already have my stickers down. I like to just be able to plan without thinking, oh, I need to leave room for stickers, or where are my stickers going to go, or sit down this week and put stickers on, because that's just not how I am, and I don't have time for that, or I don't choose to make time for that in my life, because stickering is not something that I enjoy on a level of like it's a hobby enjoyment. I like the way it looks on the page and it makes me happy to have it there, but I don't want to sit down every week and make time to do it. So Christmas, I have a ton of stickers, but everything's already stickered so that I can come in and plan things. I can write things down, and my stickers are already placed. I will link that video down below too, talking about why and how I do that. And then I have used some extra pages on my dashboard memory page and just my dashboard to-do page, especially at Christmas. You know, we seem to decorate more at Christmas time. As far as the functionality of how I use my pages, I put all my appointments or really important things up top for the day, like things that will absolutely have to be done, but I try to leave these only for like appointment type of things. But sometimes I'll put like, I need to film mom agenda, like something big that just must get done that day. The rest of the to-dos can just filter down. I try to write in my workouts down here, but I have been keeping the happiness planner, wellness planner. I will have to do a whole nother video on an update on that. I've been keeping the happiness planner, wellness planner for the first time, and I have been giving updates on Instagram about that. I will have to figure out when to fit in a video about that. Or maybe I will throw that into my next quarter updates, and I will just do a lot shorter version of my daily and weekly, since I just went really extensively into it. So my workouts have been going in there, so I haven't maybe been great about sticking them in here. I didn't write them at all for this week, even though we do go to the gym every weekday. My teenager and I go every morning together. So this is what my weeks look like in here. I've been putting appointments on these stickers that come in your planner, like I mentioned, but then I've also been trying out my simplified dots for other things, maybe not like huge appointments, like I'm not going anywhere. My child's going to a friend's house to play, or a stain company's coming here to give me a quote. So we'll see if I keep using those simplified dots. That's how I use my ERIN CONDREN. Just like big weekly to-dos go here. Other to-dos just trickle in here. Right now we're on this day, so this week is fresh and pretty new. And this is how my filled in week looks. This was a holiday week. We just got home from vacation on the 1st. It's not really typical of a typical week. But that is my ERIN CONDREN. I love it. This is the colorful vertical. It makes me oh so happy to use this planner. It's amazing 80-pound paper. And if you want more information, that full video will be down below. Let's do a really quick check-in with my PowerSheets. These are my PowerSheets. I will link that video talking all about them down below. I have absolutely loved and utilized my PowerSheets every month. This month is the first month that I really haven't gotten a lot done on my PowerSheets. Here are prior months. That's just because we just came back from vacation and I've been handling all those other things which I talked about, the insurance stuff, getting homeschool curriculum, and those weren't listed in my PowerSheets, but those are huge things that had to be done. I wanted to get all these things cleaned out in this month. Since it's mid-July, I don't think they're all going to happen. Some of them are going to happen this month though, even though they haven't yet, because I've gotten some of the other big things out of the way. That was one of my goals for the year. So in PowerSheets, you decide on your big goals for the year. I only had 4 big main goals. One was to clean out our whole house. I routed out what to do every month to be able to clean it out room by room, closet by closet, and have it all done by October, because nobody wants to be cleaning out during holiday season in November and December. And I was doing great up until June, when we got out of school and went on vacation and had to do a lot of vacation prep. But I will get back on track and I will get that cleaning out done. I have no doubt we will do that. We were making great progress. Another goal was to have family time every Sunday, and I'm checking off when we do it. We did not last Sunday, so I'm honest. My third goal is working on my patience, and I let my family judge me on that, how I did for the week. My fourth goal is having 1 date with my husband every month, or no, 2 dates with him every month, and 1 date with each of my boys every month. Since we got back from vacation, I've not done well on that. And in fact, I even forgot to list it on here. And scriptures, I wanted to keep track, but I've been keeping track in my happy planner wellness planner because that was my one big goal in there this month. So I will just transfer my tick offs into here. I've been doing really pretty good on that. During the school year, I never missed Monday through Friday because I studied when my son was in seminary. During the summer, it is harder to make sure I do this every day after I shower after the gym. And so I wanted to have a place to be accountable. So this is just a daily habit. It wasn't one of my 4 big goals for the year, but you can list things on your PowerSheets each month that are not one of your big goals for the year, but just something that needs to be done that month. Like my insurance claims, schedule all them to be done, curriculum ordered. So that's all done. I can check that off. This is a weekly check off, but I didn't have any more room up here. This is just monthly items that you're just going to get done and you can color in your progress bar on. And that is really helpful to me to see. And I have made no progress on cleaning out these areas. This month might not be looking good to you, but I know what I need to do and I have been working hard the whole month. So even though they weren't items listed on here, I feel like I've been on track. Your PowerSheets, this is your tending list. It's the meat of your planner. If you want to know more about these, I absolutely love them. This was my first year using them. I highly recommend them. Check out my video, which I will list down below. So that's my PowerSheets check-in and how I'm planning right now and my weekly and my daily planners. Thanks for sticking with me, you guys. I'd love to know your thoughts down below. I'd love to know what you're planning in right now. If you're planning in just a weekly planner, just a daily planner, what you're using, or if you're using both. I'd love to hear. Thanks for watching. Happy planning, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.